I killed Braum.
Murder, 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 hype.
Murder
Spoilers,
hype.
but like if you're here,
Oh,
you're up to date.
right.
Or you don't care.
Yeah.
We approve
Hey.
of both states. of
I
being
kind of
here.
wish I
What,
didn't.
Captain?
I can't. I kind of wish that I thought to change the overlay
Oh yeah.
so that it specifically was like
And
Braum,
Scott.
some dude.
Braum. Ex-Braum.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know.
I think his mortal name is actually Bala B. I think was what I landed on. Nothing. Thinking hard. You're really thinking hard.
Yeah.
And if you're from Germany, you're pleased about the World Cup currently?
I imagine so.
Straw actor.
I wouldn't even
Sip up.
try to pronounce that. I think I'd butcher
No.
it.
I think it's
Johnny
I think it's her
Braum.
new, I think it's her Valk alt line now. Johnny Braum.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. Welcome.
Wechselbagstrahl activate.
Balabi.
Oh.
Activiert? I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Ergwin. Not sorry. Murder, murder, murder.
Hi, roommate.
Yeah.
Hey, Aragwen's roommate, come and join us here at Changeling.
One of us.
One of us. We can catch you up on the whole series so far, right?
So, once upon a time,
Oh, fuck.
Braum was
Okay.
plunging a toilet.
All right.
And then one
That's where we
day,
started.
He's dead.
he died.
Wow. And you're caught up, basically. Who are these guys?
Who cares?
Kung Fu Fenris, a World Cup is the world's most watched event in the
After
entire world.
Is that
Changeling.
true?
So you're being
Yeah.
deliberately dense. Yes, it is true.
Definitely. That's
Yes,
crazy.
the World Cup is the world's most watched event,
Hmm.
period.
After Changeling.
Definitely after
I see
Changeling.
12. Now, is that 12 billion?
Yeah.
Are we
Thinking
at
12
Tito's, or-
gazillion.
Can you imagine?
More
the
than the Earth's
dance.
population.
Yes, everyone.
Oh,
got
it's because
two
our
computers.
signal got picked up by that alien planet next door.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
next door.
The current time and place is not. No longer at the Sapphire Eye.
Unless
Unless what?
we just go back there.
So I'm going to need your help.
Yeah.
Which
Back
one?
one.
Down one. It's all you.
There we are.
Well done, Kung Fu Fenris. No, no more Reggie.
Or was it no, more Reggie? Was it? No, you know what? The comment was very clear. Actually,
No.
weirdness. I appreciate the
No
punctuation.
more Reggie.
No.
No,
No more Reggie.
it's right there.
Or it could have been no more Reggie.
Aww.
Fucking actors trying to figure out how to read a line with no context.
Look, when you're
Right?
told to say what 6 different ways into a microphone, and they'll choose the one they like the
That's
best.
fun time. That's fun time.
What?
Dad.
What? Duh.
Thanks, Dad.
But
What
if
have we
there's no
got?
more Reggie, how can you stab him?
Oh, that's what assassins are for.
Oh, don't worry. You can be back anytime you like. Ladies of
Today on Changeling, Patches kills herself
Oh.
in a murder-suicide.
Oh.
With
After-
Reggie.
Yeah.
So it's just Sophia?
Yeah.
It's
This
a
time on
one-woman
Changeling.
show.
So
Shit. That was,
Sophia.
Party all the
Sophia,
time.
streaming.
Party all the Oh, boy.
Hey, folks.
Hi.
Hi, John.
We're back.
Yay.
And because we are back, we are also joined by two illustrious individuals, our moderators, she who knows 10,000 things and echoes through song. Aragorn and Cavendaff are in the hizzy, as it were.
As it were.
We have also somehow managed to organize it so that hopefully our audio issues will be better this time around. We're not promising perfection.
Never perfect.
Let us know. It's Dio.
Dio.
Hello.
The spinner of yarns.
Uh,
Carney. I don't know.
Special shout out to, if he's still around, he, she, not sure. But
A person?
I did see a board thing.
Ah.
Hello, board
Hi, board thing.
Hello, hello.
Why?
Go on.
Yeah.
No, is it like, choose like option A or B? Y for yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, we do things different around here because we're bad.
What's up, Trey Dog?
Ooh.
Hey, hey, hey.
That's a cool emote.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Well, I mean, hey, we're here. Everything's cool. But close to perfect, but never less. Well, we can. I could go on a racist tirade like right now.
But it wouldn't be like from the heart?
Yeah.
I
Wouldn't be honest.
Yeah, it wouldn't be from the heart.
Oh, no. Definitely not that, right?
Ooh, that's going to come in handy a lot, Eric.
Like a yelling mouth?
Yep.
Nice.
Or is it someone going,
The
is it
little
shock, or is it like...
It's chamois to rage.
Rage.
Oh.
the little monkeys are going to get a break.
Yep.
Now you have Rage Face.
Oh, Methodiel.
Well-
I miss him.
All right, Chaos Cats. This one's for you.
Oh. Wow.
That's not quite true.
No.
They're watching at home. Hi, guys.
Wouldn't that be sweet if you just like set it up so
Ella,
that it would
stop
automatically
that.
tune in?
Really...
We'd come back and the apartment would just be trashed.
That's gonna need a GIF. Okay, well if it's gonna be a GIF, I'll give it to you properly. Hey folks,
Hi.
a lot happened last session, and I hear that when a lot of things happen, we get an extra special recapped. You guys ready?
Always.
Last time on Changeling. Kyoko calls to check in. Sophia is anxious to leave Seattle. Instead, they survive a court dinner and hit the sack. The next day, they finally meet the Countess. During the catch-up, they hear some alarming news. Our heroes get simultaneous phone calls from the Sparkies. Their freehold has been taken over by House Elinard. Sophia calls Duchess Eloise but can't get any answers. Countess Ware opens a window to see inside the Spark. She and Suits are overseeing their exile. The Countess arranges a wayfare to Montreal. Paulie asks them to think of home and pops them all there. No, wait, Braum's missing. He's in a hotel room. He's in Fala's hotel room. She warns Braum not to resist, makes a phone call, then stabs him. Braum jumps out the 8th floor window. Fala shadow steps and stabs him again, and Braum dies. The Countess summons a guide to find Braum. He's in the States? Padgett drops her off, then heads back to the Spark. What's the price tag on a Weatron 2000? Will the Spark be first in, best dressed? And can Braum remember? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Damn.
I did get that best in reference.
That was so good. So good. Hey, it came up, man. It was good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
I
very
give it a
good.
very good out of 10. I'm kidding. We love it. Captain Daff knows we love it. We love it.
Aragorn. I'm very specifically going to mention something very important. Scott cannot be blamed for not spending any experience this time around. But that doesn't take the rest of you off the hook.
Did they spend their experience?
So, who spent experience?
I did not. I did not feel it would be appropriate. I was still in the mourning phase. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Anyone over here? Oh no.
I mean, I could right now.
I'm saving up for expensive things.
I was just in so much shock.
No one spent their experience, which means I'm the favored child.
Yay.
Still want to find out what the hell I get for guessing your damn drink counter.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, let's make sure that that is available to you.
We're busy making plans
And committing crimes.
and
Hashtag crime.
bemoaning our lack of glamour.
Yeah, seriously.
Could buy an extra dot of... No, you can't afford that.
No, heck
Wow,
no.
Aragorn, thanks. What did you spend your XP on? What did you do?
Actually, she probably did.
For sure.
She's probably got a fucking spreadsheet for.
She had one just for what
Countess.
Ray should buy, so, I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean for the Countess. Like, she's probably got a whole character sheet going.
yeah.
Help
Wiggle,
department.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh.
Girl.
Lowe's got a thing for you there, John. That's a pretty good win.
I get to pick the next NPC fan art.
That's pretty good win if that agrees with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep. I'll take it. I will take it. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be you, Laha, as much as I love your art. Other people are welcome to throw in. But, yeah,
Excuse
you,
me. Sorry, guys.
this is going to be an interesting... This is going to be an interesting session, I think, folks. For the three of you.
Oh, interesting.
It's so interesting
Yay!
that...
Okay. Did they spend?
No, they didn't. They didn't spend their fucking
Did
experience.
They spend their experience? No.
Thing I want to buy next, I need 2 more experience to buy.
So today,
And you're going to be disappointed by me for a long time. I'm saving up for expensive things.
Expensive. Nice.
Fan art is very good, and I like botches. I don't have things that I want to happen. If I let a roll go to chance, it's because I want chance to pick it up. I never let a roll go to chance if I know how I want it to end.
Fair.
That's a GM's prerogative.
truth.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Throughout my entire life, I've had people quit on games. Maybe it's because the game has been going on too long and dinner is almost ready and it's just not worth trying to eke out those last few turns. It could be because whoever's playing never really wanted to play in the first place, was doing so to humor me, and therefore, at a certain predetermined point, they forfeit, claiming that there's no way that they could possibly win, and basically accelerating on to the next activity. But it's true for role-playing games as well. And sometimes players quit because they're not having fun. Sometimes players quit because they have other engagements. Real life gets in the way. But once I had a player quit because he killed his character. and we killed his character at his request, which he then regretted. And when we wouldn't give it back, he left. I don't kill characters very often, and it's true that in Changeling, death doesn't necessarily have to be permanent. But Scott's here. He's sitting right there. And it's possible that Braum might not make it out of this. It's possible that others may fall trying to get him back. It is in the nature of stories that not everybody gets to win all the time. The point is to stick it out until the end and find out where the game takes you. Currently, though, the game has taken Braum somewhere else. Where are you?
I'm lying stretched out in a bed in a motel room.
This is not one of those motel rooms that you've seen in dirty, seedy movies. The kind with crumbling plaster and sheets that clearly have never really been washed all that much. Where a blacklight would make the whole place look like a Jackson Pollock painting. No. This motel room is clean, well appointed, air conditioning and free cable, and there's even a pool outside.
Doesn't sound so bad.
But it isn't immediately clear where this motel room is. In fact, there's no reason for Braum to believe that it isn't in the city where he lives. Until something will give that away. There's no one else in the room. There are two beds, two queen-sized beds that are separated by a nightstand. The other bed does not look like it's been slept in. It is late afternoon.
Do I have any recollection of the night before? The night before the morning of, why I might be here? It's all very, very fuzzy and very dark. I'm not sure.
At the moment on the mists chart, you don't remember a thing. It will take you at least 12 hours before you can even be re-enchanted again.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I guess I'll kind of looking around. The other bed hasn't been slept in. Are there any ones? Is there any personal effects around the room other than maybe my things?
Oddly enough, even your things aren't there.
Where are my pants? I'd like to see if my phone is in my pants.
You are currently dressed in what Braum was dressed in his mortal seeming.
Oh.
So you fell asleep in your clothes.
Oh.
Your wallet and phone are not there, and they're also not in the drawer next to you, nor are they on the nightstand.
Check the bathroom.
There is, however, a key card
Like on the nightstand or something?
in your pocket.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess if looking around the room doesn't turn anything up, I'm gonna step out and try to get a sense of how close I am to the 20.
When you walk up to the door and open it, the first thing that you recognize is a palm tree.
Oh. Like a real one?
Seemingly. There are several palm trees around here, and it's warm. definitely too warm for May. The temperature is currently around 25 degrees. Pleasant, sunny, although it is lower in the sky. The wind smells vaguely of salt.
Near the ocean, somewhere much further south. Doesn't seem like something I remember having done, but I'm here, so I guess I must have. I'm gonna go try to find someone at the front desk.
So this is one of those motels where, you walk out, you're actually outside. You'd have to go to, like, the reception area in order
Perfect.
to do that.
Yeah, I'll head down the path, the concrete path around the corner, try to find the front desk.
Okay. So you walk to the reception area. There's a very beleaguered-looking mother watching two boys play in the pool. And she looks like she's trying to punch information in on her cell phone, but the reception here sucks, and she can't quite get a signal. Meanwhile, the boys are trying to get her to come into the pool, and she keeps looking up, and at one point she snaps at them in Spanish. When you get to the reception area, there's a vending machine that looks relatively well stocked with ice-cold beverages.
Ooh.
The next one over has snacks inside. You realize that you are quite thirsty and quite hungry, and possibly haven't eaten or drank anything in a while. A fan drones in here because this room is not air-conditioned. The person sitting behind the desk is playing some form of free cell, and when he looks up and narrows his eyes into the setting sun, he sees you and sits up a little straighter, quickly dismissing his game and bringing back up the information that he's supposed to have on his screen.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, sir. What can we do for you?
I feel a little foolish, but I seem to have misplaced my wallet, my phone, possibly even my car keys. Has anything been turned in? I'm in room 3A.
No, but it's possible that somebody picked it up. We'll let you know the instant that we hear anything. We'll ring your phone in your room.
Thank you. Do you have a list of local tourist destinations? I feel like maybe going for a walk.
Well, without your wallet, sir?
There's plenty to do without a wallet.
All right.
Do you have a map of the surrounding
Sure.
area?
And he slides a map over to you. You are currently just outside Oakland, California.
Oh, shit!
Patches. Sophia.
Wait.
On your way back to the freehold. You are headed towards
Yeah.
the freehold?
Yeah.
Head back.
Oh, boy.
Saley has now sort of folded herself into a seat and is looking out the window. She has this expression on her face that's vaguely amused, like, I left something that was pretty stable, and now
To
it's
this.
very clearly not. And Claude has lapsed into silence, and he's just looking out the window.
Okay. Claude. What were the words they used when they showed up? Did they say you guys should leave, or just that they've taken ownership?
No one said that anyone had to leave.
Okay.
What did they say, Claude?
They said that they were the new owners, that they were going to prepare and for whoever to show up.
Whoever, but they didn't give any names?
Not that I can recall.
Did anybody get any information from these people?
He reaches into his vest and he pulls out a flask. The flask is quite large, and he drains it.
Claude,
It is upsetting to have everything turned upside down, to have the rug pulled out from underneath you. Things have not been simple for almost a year now, and who knows what it was like before we started spending basically all our time with you guys.
but if we want the spark back, we all need to have our wits about us. Right? We can't just give up.
We are not giving up.
Patches, can we get some coffee?
Sure. Next time I see an exit with a coffee shop, assuming if we're still south of the city, or if we're in the city, then I'll just stop wherever.
Yeah, you're approaching the city.
Okay.
You see
Oh
various...
yeah, there's like one last exit before you take the bridge and sit in traffic forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take that exit. And
And what time of day is it right now?
For you,
Yeah.
it's approaching... it's about 9 p.m.
Okay.
Remember, he's behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Time right now.
time zones.
However, there is, of course, your ever-present McDonald's, which will have coffee.
Yes, that's exactly the exit that I'm thinking of.
Yay.
Yep, right before you cross past Nunan's Island.
Getting a schmear coffee.
Yep. We get various things and then continue on the road. It's good. Thank you, Sophia. It's good for us to stay fueled, be it caffeine or food. We need to take care of ourselves so that we can take this head on and try to take it logically rather than impulsively.
Right. Right.
Because if we can...
So we're going to a McDonald's
Yeah.
for coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you had something... Tim
We
Ho.
can-
Their
Uh,
coffee's surprisingly good. I actually
Okay,
prefer
so
it to
Tim
Hortons.
Ho used to have a certain brand of coffee, but then McDonald's bought access to that brand. So now McDonald's has what used to be halfway decent coffee. And so McDonald's coffee has gotten better and Tim Hortons has gotten not so better. So you're actually getting what used to be Tim Hortons coffee. Canadian experience right here.
Anyway,
There are Starbucks in the city if you want some Seattle coffee.
but we don't really have time for this,
No.
right?
Time for this shit.
We're stopping at McDonald's. If you'd like a coffee or something else, we will gladly buy it for you.
It's rather kind of you.
You know, like,
It's the least we can do. I understand that we brought you into a difficult situation.
Well, at least I'm not falling asleep now, am I?
Right. So when we get back,
mm-hmm.
Claude pulls a second flask out. from
Claude.
his vest.
please,
Please, what?
please don't drink that.
Roll me your appearance intimidation.
It's a big pool. Almost as big as the one at the motel that
The
I'm
difficulty,
going to swim
however, is 8.
I don't know what was between like Moto Raphael as it was once upon a time.
I'm assuming my captivating appearance doesn't factor in. All right, so that's 2 successes.
Do I have any
Frazzled, exactly.
helpfuls?
He puts the flask back in his vest, but he doesn't give it to you or throw it out the window. Or
Thank
pour it
you.
out.
So, when we get back, our plan is to try to be amicable. If we can make this easier for ourselves, let's do it, even if it involves buying back some of our pride.
We're going to be friends.
We're going
To be polite.
make it so that they're not going to just kick us out and tell us to go fuck ourselves.
We need one night by the balefire if we can.
I've never had the problem being polite.
I know that, Claude.
We just... Without Braum, we can't really afford to get into a big fight. We don't know where he is. We don't know if
They
he's safe.
don't seem to be great combatants, but still, it's better if we can do this
We
diplomatically.
don't know who sent them. We don't know who's
Yeah.
on their
I
way.
used to be a knight. I could take them all.
Aren't you still technically? You're still a member. But aren't knights
wouldn't-
valiant?
I wouldn't really depend on his valiance. I'm not sure he could walk straight at this point in time.
Well, I'm sorry that we won't be able to set you up as initially promised. But when
The
we
paperwork's
manage
already in.
to settle all of this, we will do our best to set you up with everything we can.
I'm content.
Hopefully your duties won't start too soon.
Well, it is easier to teach somebody how to sew up a person if there's a person who's been cut.
Well, let's not think about that right now.
It'll happen sooner or later.
I'm going to try calling Braum again. And then I'm
Go
going to
for
try
it.
calling Duchess Eloise. And then I'm going to figure out someone else to call.
So, first call goes right to Braum's voicemail. Braum, you want to give us a voicemail greeting?
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Braum Masden. Please leave a message after the tone. Thank you. Boop. It's mortal, right?
I'm calling back Acanthea.
Yep.
Hi.
Hello, Baroness. It's the Lady
You've
Sophia.
reached the phone of...
Fuck!
Psych. Beep.
It's canon. It's now canon.
It's getting late.
Duke Granville? Have we tried calling him?
I tried. Went like his line's disconnected or something. You want to try just in case he's blocked me?
Why would he block you?
I don't fucking know.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service. Le numéro composé est pas en service.
Not in service. Is that what you got too?
Yep.
Did you try calling Jonas?
Nope. Well, it's like
Hello?
Jonas?
Yes?
This is Lady Sophia from the Spark. Is everything
Yes.
all right?
No. No, you shouldn't be calling here.
The Spark has been taken over in the name of House Elined.
Yes, I'm aware.
What is happening with Duke Granville?
He's on his way up to Quebec City
Why?
because we go where we are ordered.
There was no reason given?
I'm not at liberty to
Jonas,
discuss.
please. We're friends. We just need to know what's going on.
Lady Sophia, if I were you, I would find a really good book and it might just keep you occupied until this all shakes out.
I don't appreciate the humor, Jonas. Speak to me like I'm an adult, please. What's going on?
Oh, shit.
Shit.
What's up?
For the record, it is now harder to like counter Sophia a bit. She's got that like angry she thing that's sort of starting to flare up. It's not, there's no game mechanics for it yet, but there's just a little bit of like, oh.
Whoa. Everyone edges away in the car slightly.
Yeah.
And we're like,
It's getting worse because she's getting irritable with the coffee. It's only going to get worse,
boy.
guys.
That's not going to go well.
All right.
Duke's on his way to Quebec City. He wouldn't tell us why.
Okay. Well, at least that would imply that he's alive. He hasn't been assassinated, so that the next person in line after they assassinate Eloise, yada yada blah blah.
Assuming Jonas is telling the truth.
Assuming he is.
He said he wasn't at liberty to discuss anything with us.
At the moment, let's assume that he is.
As far as he's concerned, we're done for.
Well, so much for liking him.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be much longer now. At least it's late. We won't get stuck on the bridge for terribly long.
You're in Oakland. You have no memory of arriving here. And maybe just a small twinge of a headache, but you never were very good at napping during the day.
Thank you. I'll be back in a moment. Let me know, of course, if anyone turns in my things. Thank you. Is there a washroom just off this room? Possibly?
Yes.
I'm just going to duck in because I need to... I felt...
Braum just starts puking uncontrollably.
That sounds about right. No, I wanted to check on something that feels like an injury on my shoulder. Which is like quite distressing that there's maybe
You've
that
been
I'm also injured.
shot.
What the fuck happened?
It's nasty, like an aggravated, irritated.
Oh,
It's not infected, but whatever pierced you really did a number on you.
I grabbed the small hand towel from that bathroom. Think better of it. Put it back. Leave. Go back to my motel room with the key card.
Which opens the room.
Mystery solved, everybody. Mystery solved.
Things are coming up wrong.
Things are coming up. I'm going to use the small hand towel from the washroom in my room to try to, like, I don't know, try to put some pressure on it. Maybe I'll I'll moisten it. Maybe try to dab away some of the dried blood if there is any. I don't know. Oh, it's coming.
It seems like the wound's been treated. At least there's no blood coming away from it. It's clean.
Do I have any other visible signs of injury on my body?
No.
Gonna leave the room again and go and sit. Find somewhere to sit down, like a bench or maybe a table.
Your phone rings. The room phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, but you... Okay, yeah. I run over to it and... hello.
Mr. Madsen.
Yes.
Mr. Madsen, this is Dr. Chorley. Are you all right?
I'm not exactly sure. Have we met Dr. Chorley?
Yes, we've met. I'm your physician. Don't you remember?
No.
Mr. Madsen, we need to get you back here so that we can take care of you properly.
Where is here?
Mr. Madsen, are you safe?
Yes.
Someone will be around to pick you up and take you back here.
Dr. Truly, I feel very lucid, but I can't remember anything.
We can help you with that. You just have to come back here. You've been in an accident, and we need to take care of you.
How did I leave your care?
One of the guards was hurt pretty badly.
Oh.
It's another episode, Mr. Madsen. We're coming for you.
I drop the phone on the floor and go and crawl to the bathroom, and I puke for sure. Oh.
It's 20 minutes before a van with Abford Pharmaceuticals written on the side pulls up. When you make it back to the freehold, there's parking right outside. However, the person who's on duty behind the desk in the lobby seems to be kind of spaced out. Isn't really paying
Someone
attention
I
to
recognize,
much.
though?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Isn't really paying attention to much, just listlessly clicking on their computer.
Would I be able to make a roll to see if I can figure out what's affecting them?
Sure, toss me a perception kenning roll.
That's one success.
There's some lingering sense of glamour that's been around here recently. Possibly a cantrip that's affected him, but
Okay.
it's hard to tell.
Patches, what do you think? Should we all go upstairs or should
Hi,
we?
Sophia.
What's their name? I would know.
Fuck, I didn't come up with a name
Trevor.
for this guy. Yeah, sure. His name's Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. Have you had a nice day?
Yeah, pretty uneventful.
Okay. I'll keep up the good work.
Sure.
Have a nice night. Should we all go upstairs? You and I probably should, right?
We should, and if Claude's willing to, do you want to have our guest stay at your place?
No, there's no reason why Dr. Saley wouldn't be allowed to stay
Okay.
in the
Possible
freehold.
that I might be better off staying at home today.
It's your call, Claude. We'd be happy to have you come with us.
I'm very drunk.
Home you go. Can you get there safe on your own?
I'm not so drunk I can't call a cab.
We'll see you tomorrow, Claude.
Yeah. And he turns and he weaves his way out of the building.
Claude.
And apparently he's married.
Yeah. We know nothing about these people.
I'll
We
say.
think we do. All right.
Up we go.
The elevator rises up. And then you hear the dings of each floor. And then the ding when it gets to the freehold's floor is always just a little bit off.
Mm-hmm.
The door opens up, and there is a man that can only be described as beautiful. His hair is flowing behind him, radiant purples and golds, just straight out behind him, not quite your tints. His mouth is slightly open as he looks around. His clothing, very fashionable. We're talking like, do you remember the suits that characters wore in The Matrix? That they were definitely suits, but just a little bit more futuristic, just a little more avant-garde. Something like that. A line right down his right shoulder, and his boots gleaming. His gloved hands just clasped together as he continues to look around.
This is appearance rating, Mr. John.
6.
Oh, shit.
Is he one of the people I saw through the magic mirror?
No.
Ooh, new guy.
His suit is black, but there are silver trim in various places on his sleeves. He's rocking Elened colors. And when he turns, he stops for a second and he smiles. And you must be Lady Sophia.
I am.
And Patches.
I am.
And may I present Dr. Saley?
I'm absolutely charmed. I am Count Renee.
Ariane?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Vinny.
And I suppose this is my new freehold.
Oh.
Would you be willing to help catch us up on how that came to be?
Of course.
We were out of town, you see.
I understand. Let me get you a drink.
Thank you.
And he sweeps over towards the bar, and without even a moment's hesitation, because Claude isn't there, he walks behind and he pulls out a few things. It doesn't look like he knows his way around a bar that well. What would you like?
Manhattan, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
And he looks down and he blows the dust off a drink card that's underneath the bar. He looks and then he does his best to pour one, and he reaches behind and opens the refrigerator and he pulls out an olive and just drops it in there and pushes it across the bar.
I'm alright, thank you.
Doctor, anything that you have left in the kettle will be fine.
Teetotaler.
And true, he just pours lukewarm water out of the kettle and hands it to her. So, I understand that you've been out of town since yesterday.
That's correct.
Well, unfortunately, that's right when everything happened.
Would
I
appear
got the
so.
phone call
Yeah.
approximately 3 hours ago. I've been promoted. I was a landless baron down in New Orleans, and then they gave me the call to come up here.
find it very interesting that this freehold was chosen for you.
It would appear that there's a new alliance between Elened and Beaumain. It was determined that it would be good for us to have a toehold in the area, and this freehold was claimed as a result.
So that would be a decision by Duchess Eloise?
Yes.
I find it very interesting that the keeper of the freehold was not consulted. Sister Flex?
I'm afraid I haven't met him.
No, I understand he was evicted earlier today.
Evicted?
Mm-hmm.
I would have to check.
Mm-hmm.
But as I understand it, this freehold wasn't his to claim.
I see. What does that mean?
Well, Eloise granted me this freehold herself. I have the proclamation.
Oh. I would love to see that proclamation if you'd be so kind.
Time out.
Time out?
Yeah, I'm just checking my armor quantities and which exact spell I'm going to use.
Oh, shit.
I'm either going to mooch it, but I think I'd rather metamorphose it. So I really need to rebuild my book.
Right, while you're
Yeah.
looking for it, I'm going to go back to Braum.
Yep.
Who's puking away. And they got into a van.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
Technically speaking.
A kind-looking young man knocks on the door after about 20 minutes. Mr. Maston.
I like. Oh no, I probably got up to open the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like pretty shaky. I'm trying to hold on to something.
Mr. Maston, let's get you home.
Please. I don't know how I got here. I don't know what happened. Where are my things?
You didn't have things, Mr. Maston. You left the hospital. AMA.
Did anyone get hurt?
Yes. But it's all right. We'll take care of it. Come. And he opens the door to the van, the back seat.
John, I'm at an impasse. I'm just going to tell you, I'm at an impasse here because on the one hand, don't get in the van with a stranger, but on the other hand, this is completely, for Braum right now, completely plausible as to why he would be here.
It sure is.
Can I roll something to determine not the veracity, but like the trustworthiness of the person in front of me?
Yeah, actually.
Is that a thing I can do?
Why don't you roll me your perception empathy?
That's the thing I have. I botched.
He seems vaguely familiar. In fact, it looks like somebody who has been taking care of you for a while.
Right. Does he have a name, like a name tag
No.
or something? Okay. Of course. I'm sorry. Yes. How far do we need to go?
It's about a 15-minute drive.
Oh, that's good. I'm quite thirsty. Do you have any water?
Of course. Here, and you should probably take something for that headache, too. You do get headaches.
Yep.
I sure do.
And he hands you a few pills and a bottle of water. The water's very cold.
Is there any
Oh, my.
indication other than the van that says Abford Pharma that this is any sort of legitimate enterprise. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to ask him. I'm sorry. You have to understand this is all very confusing for me. Do you have any identification, sir?
Of course. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a lanyard.
Yeah.
And there's an ID dangling from it that has his name, his face, and Abford Pharmaceuticals. And then underneath it, St. Christopher's and a hospital sign. I didn't look up hospital names in Oakland.
That's
I'm sorry.
super fair.
I didn't. It looks legitimate.
And he is someone I vaguely know.
Yeah, he sure is.
I gotta chug some water and get in the van. Let's do
Do you
it.
take the pills? They look like Tylenol.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't want to be like, huh, and then like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fake it and be like, oh, I totally got him. Huh. Oh. But like, I mean, no, I'm not gonna take medicine from a fucking stranger. Sorry, I'm not gonna take medicine from a stranger. Oh, he's not a stranger though, is he?
No, he's not.
I'll take the pills.
Okay,
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fair.
take the pills.
Oh.
Kate?
You wake up in the Matrix. I would like to see the document.
Of course. It's in my office. I'll be right back. I don't have a staff here yet, I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Well, my understanding is that I would still be the steward unless you feel need to change that.
We can absolutely discuss that. I would be very amenable to something along those lines. Please, I'll be right back with the proclamation. And he walks off towards the offices.
I'm watching him down the hallway.
Turns into Zister's office.
And he goes straight in.
Yes.
Incisor let him into Zister's office.
We don't know where inside.
She wouldn't even let us into Zister's office, and he was
She's loyal to whoever is in charge of the freeholds.
good
Right
for
now,
her.
that's Count
Good for her.
Renee.
Good for her.
That's not necessarily true. It might be.
It might be. I think I'm speaking in absolutes to calm Patches down.
I see. He
Pull
returns and
things
he's carrying a scroll, which he lays out, which proclaims as from the hand of the
I'd like
Duchess
to
Eloise
pick it up
Beaumain.
as soon as he lies it down, and I'd like to cast Metamorphosis to replace the word spark with Heart's Light.
Okay, an interesting tactic. But everyone else has already been here. So are you creating momentary confusion, or are you like trying to convince him that, whoop, this is all a big misunderstanding? Guess you better ship out, Dick. Like, which one what are you
I
trying
guess
to
it's not worth my last point of glamour.
I think the hope was to like buy ourselves a day or two of time.
Yeah, but
To figure things out, but there
I
might
think this
be-
is too far along. Yeah.
There's been a lot of people here who have been a huge fuck up.
Yeah.
All right. So there's
and also,
probably.
all he'd have to do is call,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
someone will be like, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get through on the phone. I see, son.
Yeah. Fine.
Right. So, what does the proclamation say?
Proclamation is from the Duchess Eloise of House Beaumain, hereby granting the rights to the freehold known as the Spark to Count Renee ap Elened, effective as of this date, May 4th, 2018.
Now, I would like to know if the signature looks fishy, because we have seen forgeries of hers before.
All right, I will let you roll. That roll
Seems legit.
will be
Oh, okay, she
a
came back.
perception larceny.
Ooh.
I do not have any larcenies, so does that...
Drop a die.
Mossy.
You don't get to roll a d20.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Oh, shit.
a D20 and a D6. I'm like, these are not the dice I need.
Hang on, wait a
That's
second.
my ammunition.
One success.
What was I? 2 successes.
The
Nice.
signature looks genuine.
Great.
We
Good.
appreciate you showing that to us.
There was a brief moment a few months ago where someone was forging documents in the Duchess's name. No doubt in you. We just want to make sure everything's straight.
This was
forward.
immediately preceding an assassination attempt, which we actually managed to thwart.
Yes.
An assassination attempt.
On
the Duchess
Eloise.
herself.
Yes, you're right. I did hear of that. Dreadful business.
It
So
was.
to cut straight to the chase, I'd
Are
like
you
to
like giving him the eyes like you're giving me right now?
I'm just being polite. This is just polite conversation.
Because your expression isn't giving me polite conversation. Your expression's giving me almost shank you.
I'm gonna shank you in your sleep. No, she's doing a better job at hiding it than
both
me.
of those things.
It's funny how I can.
Polite shank.
I'd like to cut straight to the chase. We'd like to know if we're welcome to stay here for the night, and on top of that, stay by the balefire.
You are, of course, welcome to stay here. I understand that this is quite the shakeup, for me included. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. I will grant you a night in
Thank
front of the
you.
balefire.
Thank
You'll
you.
just have to share the room with me.
That's all right.
I normally wouldn't impose, but it is tradition. However, I do understand with your travels and with this being so sudden, I don't wish to cause too many waves at this point in time. Truth be told, this is all rather overwhelming for me.
Have you been briefed on the security situation here?
As I understand it, there's various mechanical devices that have been left behind by the previous freeholder.
Do you know the threats outstanding to this freehold?
I haven't been briefed on that, no. I didn't realize that there were current
There-
threats.
Is a Dantain who passed as a participant in this freehold who revealed himself and has used cold iron against myself and our Sir Braum, and he showed up, and that is why we left town, because we were chasing him. And so he is after this freehold.
Then you must sleep in front of the balefire tonight, I insist.
Thank you.
And where is Sir Braum?
We got separated wayfaring back. I am being honest with you because you have been kind to us. I would like to make this as amicable as possible. You didn't come here and stab our freeholder and take it over in any sort of rude way, so I'm laying everything on the table.
It's not my intention to be your enemy.
No. So, there's also a company known as Abford Pharma. They are mortals, but they seem to have some knowledge of our kind. They have come here. They were behind, somehow connected to letting people into here, and they're hunting down people of our kind in this neighborhood. They have some way of detecting us. There is also the group of people that were associated with the assassination attempt who were forging the documents who had found their way in here. This is unfortunately not a comfortable seat they have given you, I'm afraid.
I hope you don't mind, but I might pour myself another drink.
Oh, please.
We have a well-stocked bar, and if Claude can come to terms with this change of events, he is an excellent serviceman.
It truly does seem like they've signed you up for quite a bit of trouble. And we're sorry for that. It took 3 of us to do this job in the past.
Okay,
Yes!
I'm gonna ask.
So down.
I'm gonna ask each of you to roll me your.
So down.
You're not
You
gonna
heard
like
of the
me.
security concerns? Okay.
You're not gonna like me for what.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna do.
Oh,
That's fine.
boy.
I want you to roll your charisma, and you can choose between either politics or empathy. Wait. Seriously, you have the one die and that's fucking it? Okay.
It's a roof.
Before you roll, I'm gonna have her roll first.
Is there... Yeah.
Am I silver tongued over this?
Yes.
Yes.
Difficulty 6.
Can I spend a willpower?
Yes, you may.
That is 3 successes for me.
All right.
One success.
Okay.
Well done.
Willpower.
Oh, willpower.
I got that from sleeping. Yeah.
do. Sleep.
Politics at the barrel.
Doesn't need a balefire.
Truth be told, there was a part of me that thought this was going to be too good to be true. I mean, I've been working very hard, but I didn't realize that I needed a promotion. I was a landless baron, and suddenly I'm a count, and I have one of the most venerated freeholds here in Northern Ice, and a commoner muse at that.
I'm sure you did plenty to deserve this appointment.
And I think we're just here to try to encourage you to maybe maintain most, if not all, of the existing staff out of
I would
us,
never
of
ask
course.
for any of the staff to leave.
Great,
course.
because we have made good headway despite all of these threats, and so we want you to be well equipped to keep this place safe, because as much as you seem to be very nice, we're more interested in, of course, the freehold that we have come to know at this time.
And you, as the new, of course, owner of the freehold, we want to make sure that your safety is ensured as well.
Manipulation and manipulation subterfuge.
Yeah, that calls for a point of willpower.
Point of willpower.
That just to be
Line hard, folks. Line hard.
Difficulty 6.
cool. Holy shit. Well, that's 5 successes.
Including the willpower?
Yeah.
I'm touched. You can arrange for whatever you need. I asked for the freehold to be vacated just so that I would have a moment here to commune. But,
It can be a very peaceful place, can't it?
of course, everyone is due to come back in approximately an hour.
Great.
You should know that while he isn't accepting any communication from me directly, that Zister is still welcome here for now.
We'll let him know.
That's very kind of you.
He
He's
will.
committed no crime. This is not a punishment. It was billed to me as a reassignment.
Commoners are aware of the priority that nobles are given for such appointments.
I suppose it's Sister's own fault. He did such a great job with the place. Poor Sister. Lord.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm ready for a bath.
So
It takes a key. When you arrive, you're immediately put into a wheelchair. As you are wheeled through the entrance, through the emergency room and towards the elevators, it takes a key to make it to floor 13. When it opens, you have to pass through a locked security door with a very loud, very sudden buzzer. The walls here are painted blue, because blue is a calming color. Occasionally you hear some mumblings, and one or two random cries. The people here are not happy. One or two people pass you by wearing lab coat, sneakers. Nobody carrying anything all too sharp. And you're put into a room again painted blue, with a bed, which you notice that there are restraints in this bed that have been tucked out of the way. There's no television, no books, just a bed. A window that looks out over a very small, pathetic-looking courtyard, and a bathroom with grab bars in a very tiny shower.
Is the person who's putting me in the room, has he left already, or what?
I totally just
I think we're good.
knocked this
Yep,
down.
Liz is writing, but like,
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect.
Nope.
Oh.
There.
Has the guy who drove me here, like, is he still with me, or has he?
He's the one pushing the wheelchair.
Okay. I don't remember anything. I'm sure you would feel the same way if you were in my position, a bit distressed. I can't remember ever being here. I can't remember any of these places.
Let me find Dr. Churley.
Could Dr. Churley bring along my paperwork?
What paperwork?
Well, any information about when I was checked in?
Well,
here?
he'll have your chart, I'm sure. Let me go and get him.
Oh, all
and
right.
he closes the door. And then you hear the lock turn in the tumbler.
Rip.
No one arrives that night.
Oh no. Oh, Braum mad. And probably not actually. Mortal Braum's probably just like depressed. I'm
oh.
gonna look out the
Braum,
window.
take one temporary point of banality.
For sure.
Braum.
For sure. I'm not even mad. That makes a lot of sense.
Churley. Churley.
That's not what I wrote.
You're a churlish individual.
Banality.
It's fine. You can go up to like 6 or 7 like dots. It's like another 20 points. It's fine. Guys, it's fine. Truly.
Do you have anything else that you wish to accomplish this evening?
I mean, I'm gonna stay up to make sure the others return, see how many of them return.
I would like to find Kyoko and Incisor.
Yeah.
See if they're still here. Are you going to call sister?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought maybe
So-
it's better he not be there.
When you call... Sorry, so first you're checking. There's no one left in the freehold currently.
Okay.
In an hour, the following people return. To she, the she who you saw in the mirror alongside the boggin who was behind them, and Incisor. Kyoko hasn't made it back, but maybe she's just late.
Okay.
Very important date. I will call Zester.
All right, so just before Incisor comes back, we'll
Mhm.
deal with the sister call. How about that?
Mhm.
What?
So, everyone is still welcome to be at the Spark, yourself included. As much as the nobles have asserted their authority and decided that commoners don't fucking matter, otherwise, at least for now, it seems like Count Rene is just, been given a nice candy shop to run, not realizing what there is to it.
Boo. Furking who?
Boo freaking who to you if you're going to sit there being sad about yourself wherever you are. We're going to work to undo this, but we're going to do our best to make it amicable.
So that's your plan. We just all arrive and we sing Kumbaya, and eventually they just give my freehold back because they feel badly that they took it from some
that's
poor
not how
knocker
that's
grump.
going to go down. But maybe the first part in order to allow for the second part to happen in a different way. A lot has happened in the past year. I filled him in on some of the threats. He's definitely going to keep the staff on hand to make sure that he is safe. And he is going to allow us to continue operating, I think, so far it seems more or less as per normal, just with a nice flowery she playing at being the king of the castle. Which I know isn't fun for you, but it means that...
You realize that there's a reason I'm not there. They can't compel me to give anything up.
Correct. Just letting you know that it has been said that you are welcome.
If I arrive, they could make me unlock from the keypad, the
Great.
workshop, the dungeons.
Then hang out wherever you are. And know that we are doing our best to make this situation as good as possible.
Don't make the mistake of thinking that this is going to make me like you more.
I don't fucking need your love or your liking. I need to make sure that the spark is being taken care of by its steward. And that the real knockers can continue to use the workshop.
Good girl. Click.
Incisor, do you have a moment?
Hashtag fake booking. Hashtag maybe overheard.
The fuck you want?
Can we speak outside?
Sure. Pony-head bitch wants to talk to me. I'll let that happen. Briefly.
You're outside. Close the door. What was that?
You're in the garden?
Yeah.
Sister and I had a deal.
Which was?
He wouldn't let on about me. I don't got no deal like that from them. And they don't need to know that I support whatever this is happening or not.
Right, so as far as they're concerned, you are security for the Spark no matter who is in charge of the Spark.
Look, my duty is specific to this place, but it's by Zista's hand, not...
Mhm.
Technically, I have no tie to this place anymore.
But that's not true.
No, it's not. But I can't risk letting them find out that I'm... silly.
So you're putting on a show. Great, join the club, so are we. Have you had a chance to speak to Count Renee?
When did this get so fucked up?
Doesn't matter. Incisor, whatever happened, it had nothing to do with you. I know you, and I know that you're blaming yourself, but stop. Because there's no point. We're going to get this place back. What do you know about those ones?
They did a tour of the freehold as best they could. When they asked if I could let them into certain places, I told them no, because I didn't see enough paperwork or whatever. I tried to bureaucracy them. It didn't work that well.
So they think you have access to these places.
They think that I've got access at least to the dungeons, the workshop. They managed to get into Zista's office.
Well, that couldn't be helped.
Couldn't stop them, but I don't have to let them in.
It's not your fault. We're playing a bit of a different game now. It's not going to be an all-out brawl for the spark. Has to be a little quieter and a little more polite, but the end results might be the same.
How's Braum?
I don't know.
Okay.
I focus on this so I don't have to think about that.
I'm not going to be very nice to you in the next couple of days. I might be able to work out something so that you'll have to play good cop, bad cop with Patches. She'll be able to contain me because she's unseelie and I respect her for it.
So Patches gets to be the bad cop?
No, she gets to be the good cop.
Nice.
You're going to have to be the bad cop.
I'll try to find it in my heart of hearts.
Ayland? What?
Oh, cool.
Can you link that, Captain Daff?
Aelined? Like,
Yeah.
I take Aelined, but Aelin? Aelin?
I've heard Elined or Elined.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be like fan made.
I think so. There's a wiki.
Ayland, says the unofficial White Wolf wiki.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's unofficial.
The book says Elined.
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 Elined. Whatever. We're local accenting it.
We're making it the book, so it's Elined at the moment.
Yeah, Elined.
Elined.
I understand. We'll try to play along. Good night,
Where'd you go?
Seattle. The Sapphire Eye.
What, did you decide that you, like, really missed Kurt or something like that?
Braum was dragged into a trod and we went after him. We ended up on the Silver Path and in Seattle. Ta-da! That's where we were when all this went down. So if it's anybody's fault that this all happened, it's ours. During the 36 hours we were away, the spark gets taken? That's not coincidence.
But you left because of him, right? I thought that you jumped into a trod because... Tell us.
He was there. He attacked Braum. Fala dragged Braum into a trod to protect him. And Patches and I followed. Have you seen him?
Fucking traveling bitch.
Have you seen Talus? Have you seen Fala? Have you seen either of them?
No. No. Believe me, if I saw Talus, he'd be a smear on the pavement by now.
I'm starting to come around to your way of thinking. Where's Kyoko?
Just doing some investigating.
Does she know that Braum's lost?
No, she doesn't. But at the moment, she's trying to find out whatever she can on Count Rene without making too much noise.
Good. Good.
Detective Kyoko.
I'll try to speak to you all as much as we can without seeming like we're planning anything.
Look, if you need to talk to me, if you need time, just go find the chair that we used while we were thrashing.
Been looking for an excuse to go back there.
Oh, that chair.
And if you do it, you make sure that you break something. in here. Doesn't have to be big. But if you do, I'll be there midnight.
So many things to break in here. How to choose. And I want to like walk towards the door.
I walk away.
As I open the door, you are a disgusting creature, and I don't even know why I bother trying to have a decent conversation with you.
Lick my cunt.
Hair toss. Barge
But it
up.
like floats a little bit.
Yeah, it floats beautifully and sparkly. Those beams a must.
Huh?
Kachucha.
Good.
Patches?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
It's Saturday,
Saturday. What a day.
May
Sorry.
5th.
Have we gained a point of glamour?
Both of you can regain a point of glamour and a point of willpower.
Thankful.
The two of you can regain a point of willpower. No.
Oh. Nothing.
More banality.
No, I take like 3
Gain more
fucking banality, asshole.
Yeah.
So wait, we each regained 1-1?
Yeah.
1-1.
But you are, at this point, hearing some voices.
Like coming down the hall, or
It could be that you woke up and it was so dark in the room and you didn't remember falling asleep that you're hearing someone else. It could be that it's just that maybe you haven't been taking your medication properly.
You've got to promise me the impossible. Remember me. You'll remember your kids, your phone number, your ex-wife's allergies, and the last time that you changed a tire. You'll always have the memory of the first time you sat down at a test you didn't study for. That song that got too much airplay on the radio. Those are things you never forget. But there's a chance that you might forget me. The world has a way of making you forget the best in life. My name is I love you more than anything, and I'm the key. Remember me, and you'll return to the life where you belong.
Beatrix Kiddo. Present.
It's after 11 a.m. You haven't eaten anything in over a day. You can drink from the sink that's in the bathroom. And then the door unlocks and a very large, not quite as large as you, but very large person steps inside. Dr. Churley's here. He's in the interview room.
What the hell is the interview room? What, the
Whoa.
doctor can't come here?
If you don't remember where the interview room is, we're going to have some problems.
Why don't you direct me?
I suggest that you take it down a bit. You're lucky they let you back in here. After what you did to that guy? Broke his eye socket.
No.
Now, come on. And keep your hands behind your back.
I clasp my own hands behind my back.
They walk you through, and then they take you into a room with couch, and this couch also has restraints, and a desk with a leather chair behind it. The lighting in here is peaceful. When the chair turns, there's a man sitting there with a grizzled white beard, thinning hair, and his eyes are covered in half-moon spectacles. He's writing on a clipboard, and then he looks up. Braum, welcome back.
You must be Dr. Shirley.
You don't remember. We've been treating you for 3 years.
Dr. Shirley, this might all be exactly how you say. It might be a nightmare. It might be anything. Where am I from? What am I doing here? What happened? What is this? And I do this.
Braum, you are here as a ward of the state. You are criminally insane, and we're here to help you with that.
I appreciate the soothing voice. And I'm sure you hear this every day, but I feel very much in my right mind.
Then you can tell me where you got the wound on your back.
I assumed that some sort of blank slate amnesia wasn't possible until today. It's just all gone.
And so, Braum, you say that you feel in your right mind, yet you cannot remember an incident that occurred yesterday. You were tased. The electrodes were ripped out of your back when you ran away from the person who tried to restrain you. You've always had a bad reaction to electrics, but for some reason you managed to get away this time. It explains why there isn't anything on your shirt.
Well,
He pushes a photograph across the desk.
oh boy.
Do you remember this? There's a photo of a man whose eye is partially out of its socket, dangling by its optic nerve.
Ugh. Damn it.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Braum.
It's not clipped on. Of course not.
You did this to him. This is how you managed to get off the 13th floor. You smashed his head into a desk, dragged him into the elevator, and had him use his key to take you downstairs.
I guess you see many patients with unusual strength when they're in the throes of madness or whatever.
Let's talk about you.
You're not going to have much to talk about.
Why is that? Have you decided to no longer cooperate?
I am cooperating. I just don't know anything.
We didn't call the police, Braum. This would have been a violation of your probation. You would have gone to jail for life.
Can you tell me what I did?
Aside from shattering the orbit of this nurse,
It's not why I'm here.
do you remember your wife?
No ring.
Well, you still do have a memory of your mortal wife and your
That's
mortal
true.
kids.
Oh yeah, but
One
that's
of them anyway.
A
Yeah.
wife, not kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
got it.
Just the one kid.
Mortal.
Would I would
life.
have
Right.
like essentially more or less all of my mortal memories, I guess, up until the Of course, we're
All of your mortal memories, even while you were still changeling, you would still remember mortal things.
right. Of course I do. We're separated.
No. You killed her.
That is not true.
I see we've come back to this. It is your suppression of your act that leads you to have these violent tendencies. But we don't believe you were at fault. We believe that you were victim of a drug put on the market that you had a bad reaction to. Abford Pharmaceuticals is attempting to create a better version of that drug to help you.
Why am I not being fed? Why am I being treated like a prisoner? ... Oh,
People here don't like you very much anymore, Braum. You almost killed one of them.
how would I?
Let me show you something. And he turns his computer monitor around.
Mhm.
He presses play, and you see that you are standing in... Oh, where is it? It's fine. You're standing in a park. It is a security camera that's showing you. And there's... it's distant, but there's two silhouettes, one quite large and one less large, standing at the base of, like you're standing on a bridge over a river in this park. And the smaller silhouette leans out and then turns, and you see her shoulders shake with laughter, and the taller silhouette bristles. There's more laughter and pointing. The taller silhouette tries to walk off the bridge, but the smaller one reaches out, grabs the arm, stops him. You return, and then for another 15 seconds, you just look over the bridge again. Then she turns and laughs. And the taller silhouette reaches down and lifts her legs up over the bridge. You can see a small splash, but the bridge is high. As he turns and walks into the light, you see some flannel on the shirt, and then the video stops. You were caught before you managed to get back to the hotel room where you were going, we assume, to take control of your children.
This doesn't. I've always been a very honest person, even my shortcomings, even my
He puts another
Oh,
photograph onto the desk and pushes it across. It's your ex-wife,
Yeah.
her face white and bloated.
Oh boy.
She hit her head and drowned before anyone could reach her.
Dr. Shirley, I don't believe that this is my true self. I want to use that phrase because of the dream, right? And I want to just register, see if he has a reaction to it or whatever.
Then it seems that we are unfortunately not going to be able to help you. We were making so much progress.
How would you help me? I've already done the worst thing I can think of.
You'll have to go on trial for assaulting the nurse if this isn't your true self. You've already been convicted of murder. And this will show that our temporary insanity plea and all of the assistance that Abford has given you has been for nothing. You'll be remanded to a maximum security prison where you will likely spend the rest of your life. Thankfully, California is a state without the death penalty, so at least you have that going for you. So let's start again. Do you remember this?
Braum's just gonna cry. Oh. Oh, Braum. See, Los Terror's got it going on. Los Terror.
I'll fucking kill you, Alfred.
I'll kill you
myself. I'll burn your fucking place to ground. For Braum.
Long may he reign.
You wake up the following morning feeling refreshed.
Oh, dear fuck.
California still has the death penalty, and that's how Rocky decides to subscribe.
But he
again.
killed his wife in Montreal.
Yeah.
Perfect. Problem solved?
Rocky, do you want me to die? Is that what's happening here?
No, he killed his wife in California.
According to their fucking lie.
Why you lying? Why you always lie? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Sorry, you were saying something.
It appears that the Count is an early riser. However, we both wake up refreshed. Feeling good.
We don't technically know that, Eric.
Another day.
Yeah.
Do we stay here and keep trying to
I mean, we
figure
have
this
to
out?
assume that the Countess is on top of things. Hashtag phrasing.
It occurs to me that one thing that we might need to do eventually is go to Quebec City. Speak to Duchess Eloise herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like the idea of leaving here while we still don't know what's going on with Braum, but if the orders really did come from her, then
It's only 3 hours. I mean, we could go there, kick in the door, and drive back. All in a day.
perfect. All in a day.
Figuratively.
Because I truly think that if Count Rene were pushed a little more, he would give up this place. But then he would be replaced by someone else. We
Yeah.
need to get to the source.
Oh, yeah.
There's a knock on the door.
Hello?
It's just a bunny.
Come in, Kyoko.
She opens the door and closes it. This hasn't been announced. Lady Sophia, would it be at all possible for you to go upstairs? I believe that they're serving English muffins.
Why can't I stay down here?
It's very important that we have a solid breakfast, Lady Sophia.
I'm guessing there's something upstairs that you need to see or be present for.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll be right here. Squire Jonas's car was forced off the road last night with Duke Granville inside. Jonas has been found. He is dead. We don't know where Granville is.
I'm gonna like start digging through my stuff, looking for a pack of smokes.
There's something else.
Yep.
Yeah, just give it all to me at the same time.
Jonas died because he was exsanguinated.
That kid didn't fucking deserve it.
Can someone explain to me what that is?
Exsanguinated means you've been drained of your blood, so probably vampire. Question mark.
Great.
Or bloodletting, you know, maybe someone was like, oh, you're injured, let me put leeches all over you, but less likely in this day and age.
That's why I always carry a bag of leeches. You never know. That's terrible.
I imagine there are some fae that probably be fucking.
There
Okay, not
are
now.
some conditions where it's still applicable.
That's true.
I'm going after him, and I wanted to know whether you wanted to come.
Enville? You think he's the best lead to follow?
I think he's in danger. If this was something simple as... then we would have found them both. I believe he's still alive.
Here I was hoping he was in on it. It would have been so much easier. Okay. Do you think Sophia should stay here and play the good she?
I think Sophia needs to make her own decisions.
Okay.
I trust her implicitly as I trust you. It hasn't been very long. The spark was nothing before you arrived.
It was nothing compared to what it's become, but it was
There
still
are no English
something.
muffins upstairs, by the way. You get up and there's like nothing there. No breakfast, no nothing.
Renee,
boy.
that's a minus
All right.
10, man.
I'm gonna get packed and let's go on a road trip. Bring what you need to.
I've come up with a plausible excuse for you. Braum is a member of the Red Branch Knights. Now, I know he isn't here. I know he didn't come back with you, and I trust that he knows what he's doing. But I am also still a Red Branch Knight, as is Claude. And we are commandeering you, as we have done before.
Sure.
Otherwise, there might be questions as to why you're leaving, and we don't know whether anybody here is responsible for this. Sophia is going to realize that I lied to her any moment.
Yep.
She'll be back, and she may very well be angry with me, but I thought it would be best that you find this out first.
Thank you for
Kyoko, what's going on?
trying to spare my feelings, but
What?
sit down.
I'm done sitting down.
No, sit down.
No, you're good.
You can stand back up in a minute, but sit down.
Sit down.
Kyoko tells me that the car was pushed off the road.
Whose car?
Jonas is dead. Granville is missing.
What?
And Jonas isn't quite dead from the car crash by the sound of it.
What killed him?
Vampire?
Early coroner reports say that he died due to extreme blood loss, but his injuries weren't that severe.
So, Kyoko is commandeering me for Red Branch night mission. And for some reason, we're going to drive south and then east and then north. And then, whoa, we ended up at Quebec City.
So what do you need me to do?
You can join us, you can stay. Or option 3.
I can't leave the spark. It's hanging by a thread.
All right.
Spark's almost out.
Then you'll come with me. Patches, there's English muffins upstairs. It's really important.
Yes,
that you get
I
one.
will definitely go eat some. I'm going to eat them in the garden because the garden is such a great place to eat.
Thought it was funny. Okay.
Do you think he's okay?
You see Dallas in a car with a gun.
He has to be.
At this point. Oh.
He has to be.
I'm getting very tired of trusting him this much. But I don't have any choice.
He's not very good at being on his own, is he?
I'm an adult.
I wonder what kind of trouble he's gotten himself into this time.
I'm an adult man.
You're full on like weeping after puking and you're trapped in a pharmaceutical company.
We
She's more of a psych ward.
have
Worse, bro.
duty that we must attend to before we attend to each other. And I realize that it's unfair of me to ask you what he would think of me at this point in time, but he wouldn't blame me for not going after him, would he?
He would blame you if you did.
The spark needs you right now. I don't know what happened here, but we're being tied up in something.
When Talus was last here, he put the balefire out. Or so we thought. But it was just waiting. It was just waiting to come back. And it did. And that's what the spark is right now. It's just waiting for us. Take care of Patches.
Sophia, you're the greatest knight I know.
Don't say that.
I wouldn't have anyone else protect this place.
Hey, I hear there's some biscuits upstairs. You should go.
It's very important to have a complete breakfast.
Yes.
And she turns and she walks out of the room and closes the door behind her.
As soon as she leaves, I want to grab one of the bedside tables and just like slam it down on the ground. I'm not very strong, so it probably doesn't break.
It's a
Roll your
little like
strength.
pink juice.
Yay!
No successes.
It doesn't break.
So that just pisses me off even more. And I do it
Honk.
again. And then I probably start to angry cry. Just for a second. I'm going to get some imaginary biscuits.
Kyoko joins you upstairs where there are in fact no...
No, I'm in the garden
English muffins
chain
at all.
smoking. Okay. There and back again. I'll take your lead.
You can head up there now if you wish. If there's anything else that you need to do to prepare or anyone you need to let know.
Sophia knows she'll tell the rest here. Sooner started, sooner finished.
If If you're going to continue to smoke those things, you'll have to drive.
I absolutely will.
The resale value on my car is still pretty good.
Sorry, the what on our car?
The resale value on my car is still pretty good.
Exactly. Wouldn't want to lose that damage deposit.
Let's go.
Jesus. Yeah.
After a few minutes, you're taken back to your room. Dr. Churley says, the key to it all is within you. But unless you're willing to walk with us, there's nothing I can do. I'll expect your signed confession and apology for hurting Nurse Ratcher. I'll make sure that they bring you some food. And he turns around and they close the door.
I'm going to work really hard, Dr. Charlie. It's gone. Yeah. Did they lock the door?
Even they did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's fair. That was a good 50. I'll take it. I'm gonna start to pace. I'm desperately trying to remember any of the events that they're describing, any of this footage that may or may not be me. I'm thinking a lot about the voice from last night, which was probably just a dream, because who is this person's voice?
Gain another point of banality.
For sure. I start thinking about the fact that if I broke out once by attacking a guard and getting them to unlock the elevator, I could probably do it again, given some sort of heavy pipe or object, table leg or something. And I'm going to start to just kind of check around the room to see if there's anything of that heft that I could maybe detach.
Everything's bolted to the floor that's that heavy.
That figures.
But you are pretty strong. You might be able to rip it free, but it would make some noise.
I mean, I gotta try. Unless there's any. Yeah, one of the bars from. No, those are like bolted into the wall. The bars from the bathroom, they're like handrails, right?
Yes.
They're like pipes.
They're bolted into the wall. But yeah.
I'm gonna try to tear one out of the wall.
Roll me your willpower.
Okay. I have a lot of that. Is this, oh yeah, right.
Difficulty is 8.
3
Nice.
successes.
It takes away a lot of the tile as well, but you now have a
Have one pipe.
pretty hefty pipe in your hands. And you hear an alarm bell outside.
I plaster myself up against the wall next to where the door is gonna open.
Mr. Madsen, are you all right in there?
Ow! Oh, help!
Roll me your manipulation subterfuge. Your
Wow.
difficulty is 8.
Oh. Come on, Braum.
I'm not gonna spend willpower on this, guys.
Oh.
I got 1 success.
Oh.
We're coming in. The door unlocks. Are you hiding behind when the door opens, are you hiding behind where the door will be so that it looks like no one's in there? Okay, so the door opens up and they come in. 2 men come in. You hear them. One of them goes into the bathroom. What the fuck happened in here?
I'm racing around out into the hall. I'm gonna try to close and lock them in if
Ooh.
the keys are still in the lock.
Roll me 1 die.
Come on, Braum.
Even and the key is still in.
That's an 8.
Yes! Finally, Scott Rosewell.
Shut up, Neale. Shut up.
That's true, though. Hey, no one quoted the thing I asked you to quote. Damn it, Chet.
Braum doesn't have anything right now spaced out, Lily.
Come on, guys.
You close the door and lock it. You currently have in your inventory 1 flannel shirt, 1 pair of jeans, booties, and a pipe. None of the other patients are currently wandering the halls. There's just the elevator and the reception desk, which is covered by a grating fence across it, and what looks to be probably bulletproof glass.
I know that I need a key to make the elevator go down. I mean, at least I assume so from the 13th floor. So I'm headed to Dr. Shirley's office.
Okay, so as you start walking towards Shirley's office, you hear somebody rattling at the doorknob and shouting, "Hey! Hey! He's locked us in!"
Oh,
I go faster!
Braum, quick!
You get to Shirley's office.
Fuck.
Oh, spaced out Lily. Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of the opening of a game. Can anyone tell me what game this is? Like this scenario, not this music, but like the
like
breaking
a
out
prison,
of
prison
a
break at the beginning.
a hospital break. Anyway, it'll come to me.
28 days later.
When you rip open the door, Dr. Shirley is sitting there, and he's got his hands folded on the desk in front of you. Put the pipe down, Braum.
No. Up. Key. Elevator. Let's go.
You know that I can't come with you.
I smash a glass on his desk with the pipe.
He stands up. There's nowhere to go.
There's a whole wide world.
They'll kill you on the way out of this building.
Good. Let's go.
Fear flashes just a little bit in front of his eyes.
Yes, Braum. Yes, Braum.
I don't want to die like this.
Braum. Die beating someone to death with a lead pipe. It's what you were born to do.
Will do. Beast.
He steps around from the desk and he starts walking slowly towards the elevator.
I like prod him with one of the ends of the pipe, which still has like fucking shit tile and shit on it.
Braum, are you going to hurt me?
I don't want to. I really don't want to.
You don't have to. We can go back to your room and discuss this.
No, we can't.
Oh, by the way, Braum, roll me stamina, please. Difficulty 7.
Oh. If I am resilient.
Yeah, no, this doesn't count.
Okay.
As resilient.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. 1 success.
Okay, you feel very hungry, but you're not experiencing any wound penalties yet.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're gonna continue to walk to the elevator. He and I.
Where are you going to go? They've already set an alarm. There's going to be police waiting for you in the emergency room.
I think you're bluffing, because I think there's something going on here you don't want to tell me about. I may just be paranoid.
Points behind the desk where there's a button that's lit up and flashing. Does that look like a bluff to you, Braum?
It looks like a button.
The elevator opens up. Go on inside.
You're coming with me, Dr. Shirley.
You're a prisoner.
Just until I leave the building.
Did you enjoy killing your wife, Braum? She never could understand you, could she? Laughing at you for reasons that weren't fair. She just didn't understand you. Didn't understand what you were going through. Didn't understand your experiences.
I wind up with the pipe and I want to stop before hitting his elbow, but like a ha, you know, and just like right there. I don't believe that happened, and I am not having a break with reality.
You remember a woman. Her arms wrapped around as much as she can get around you. But it's fleeting.
What's she look like? That's it, eh? Uh-oh. Could be anyone.
One of your wives.
One
of your wives. We don't know which one.
Does
Right.
it start with K?
He pushes the
Oh.
button. The elevator rumbles. It's not very well maintained, and it starts to chunk left and right as it heads down towards the emergency room. You won't make it 3 steps out. They'll shoot to kill.
I can't live my life here. This isn't my life. Where has it gone?
It died at the bottom of a river alongside your ex-wife. It's your fault, Braum. We thought that we had you understanding that it was your fault. But she's not the only one you killed, is she? Ding! And the doors open up. There's 3 police officers standing in the hallway, their guns trained on you and Dr. Churley.
We're gonna step out into the hall very slowly.
The moment he can't soak lethal damage, he has no way of doing so. He can't even call upon the weird.
Oh, but if I need that autumn, I can.
There's nowhere to go. They're not going to let you leave this building. Just give me the pipe.
Dr. Churley,
Yes.
why are you not willing to admit that there is something more sinister happening here? Why would you not tell me the truth about this?
The truth, Braum, is all we've ever wanted from you.
That's good. Perhaps these men can help you find it. I'd like to
Oh my god.
toss Shirley at one of the cops and then swing the pipe at the other one so that I can barrel down the hall.
Parkour. Pipe core.
Unless there's a 13th, like unless there's a window I can get out of, but obviously, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
that
ready.
worked out so
I'm
well
ready.
last
I'm ready. I'm ready to be shot. I could have just slowly
Scott.
died. Yes.
Roll initiative. Remember that you are still experiencing wound penalties as you are injured.
On the real track, though, right?
Yeah.
12.
7.
You've already declared what your action is. You're trying to shove Churley off into one of the cops and throwing a bar at the other so that you can run down the hallway. The 3 police officers are going to delay their actions. And once Shirley is clear of you, anyone with a clear shot will take it.
Well, it's good to
Shirley stumbles over the clear path between him and the other police officer, tripping over the white tile. Roll me your dexterity athletics at a difficulty of 7 for throwing this metal bar.
May I spend a point of willpower?
Yes.
Ouch. Oh, I shouldn't write on this anyway, sorry. Two
2 successes?
successes.
Let's see if he dodges it. One success. Roll your damage. It is your strength, remembering that you are currently strength 4 plus 3 lethal damage. You cannot botch this. You do not have any wound penalties for this roll.
Two. I mean, whatever, right?
Rolling his stamina.
Yeah.
Fails. The lead pipe, well, not lead, the aluminum pipe sails through the air and it smacks him on the side of the head. You can see blood pour a little bit from his ear and he falls over, passed out. The last cop levels his pistol and fires at you. That's 1 success. You cannot dodge, you cannot soak this.
Jacques, where's my Jacques emo?
Jacques!
Jacques?
And they don't have weapons on this one.
They're in here.
That's okay.
You've
I've got it.
got it. Yeah. Aragorn, yeah. My hope is that when this is all over,
You aren't on the run.
in
from the
whatever
law.
way, people aren't like, you're actually wanted for aggravated
Braum fought the law
assault
and
and
the
attempted
law
murder
won.
in the state of California.
Braum fought the law.
Yeah, it's like you just assaulted a police officer, and
Straight
this is
up,
all like,
this is
yeah.
such a problem.
Damage.
Yeah.
Jacques! Thank you, Crosshair.
Take 3 lethal damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No,
As
no,
the
no, no.
bullet rips into your chest, puncturing one of your lungs.
God damn it!
What the fuck are you at now, Scott?
Crippled.
Oh my god.
Round.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's positive.
12.
4.
Your action.
My action is going to be to, as I get shot in the chest, stop running down the hall and throw myself on the ground.
Okay.
I just want to mention, I don't know if this kind of like works at this point because I'm not like a fae at the moment, but my antithesis is gross cowardice. I don't know, man. Like I
Nobody's
feel
showing gross cowardice here.
that's good. I
Yeah,
feel
I-
pretty cowardly, but
No,
but-
you're-
Gross cowardice when you're
Oh, that's-
one fucking stab from death. Like,
Gross,
Dude,
gross
it's
cowardice would be
just
that you just were like,
self-preservation.
I'm going to go back to my room now.
oh, don't
but
hurt me, mister. Okay.
It doesn't mean surrender.
Right, okay. That's good.
Gross cowardice also means like that you would sell somebody else out being like, take patches instead of me.
Like a traitor.
Oh, that's
Betrayal.
gross cowardice.
That's hang on. I should write that down. That's a good idea.
Patches.
Take patches instead.
okay.
Coming for you
Who's
next,
taking
bro.
me?
Not Jones.
To make me sad, but that's not what my plans were.
No, I'm sorry.
You skid. There's no other way to put it, but there's just enough blood pooling from your shoulder that You have a thin sheen allowing you to slide along the floor, but it isn't quite enough. So the sliding is juddered every once in a while until you slowly come to a stop in front of a police officer who immediately fires again. But the bullet never leaves his gun. While you can't see it, you hear another 2 shots, not aimed at you. You need to get up. We need to get you out of here, and I need your help for that. It's gonna be hard. Come on, get up, Braum.
I am getting up.
You're crippled.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a point of willpower so I can do so. Yeah?
Arm snakes under, the skin on it olive. And somebody who has a certain amount of strength starts pulling you out of the emergency room.
Can I glance backwards?
The 3 police officers are lying down prone. They're not moving. And the doctor is just backed up against a wall. He looks terrified.
Who are you? What's...
They were going to shoot you in the back, Braum. Come on.
I know I'm a threat. I'm a monster. I
You're not a threat or a monster. You're just different. I can help you. Right outside there's a van. I want you to get inside it. Close the door. And try to remember. There must be a key.
the key.
You've got to promise me the impossible. Remember me. You'll remember your kids, your phone number, your ex-wife's allergies, and the last time that you changed a tire. You'll always have the memory of the first time you sat down at a test you didn't study for. That song that got too much airplay on the radio. Those are things you never forget. But there's a chance that you might forget me. The world has a way of making you forget the best in life. My name is Kay. I love you more than anything, and I'm the key. Remember me, and you'll return to the life where you belong.
When you collapse in the back of the van, there's some various gardening tools in the back and a blanket that looks like it's seen better days.
Is there anyone else in the van?
No one else is in the van currently, but the person who was helping you slides into the driver's seat and takes off.
Do they look at all familiar? Like I'm trying to kind of sneak a glance at this person who just like shot some cops. It's pretty fucked up.
There's no indication that he shot anybody. You heard
It's true.
revolvers
I
go
heard.
off.
That's true. And they're all
Could have
dead.
been
That's
the
a good
police.
point. Yeah, but like you're right. This person doesn't have a gun necessarily. I kind of like lie back and
It's going to be okay. All right? Find the key. Take a deep breath. And as he pulls out, driving quickly, you notice that there's only one hand on the steering wheel. And I think
nope.
we'll end
Nope.
that session
Tuck and roll, Braum. It's better than the alternative.
here.
Thanks.
Doom, doom, doom.
It's early. My players may be feeling a certain amount of confusion, but I've split the party 3 ways. This was intentional. All 3 of them now have to find out how each of them are going to get back together, because we have some inconsistencies with scheduling for next week, but we're going to find a way to get all 3 of them ready so that they can finally take this fight where it needs to go. Braum, currently in the back seat of a truck or a van, unenchanted, with a driver that isn't familiar to him yet. Patches, in a car driving north towards Quebec City with a puka in the shotgun seat, after a Duke who may or may not be alive, possibly due to interference from leeches. And Sophia, the last one remaining in the spark, and she doesn't even know what's coming at her next. All 3 of these players have a very important bonus session in their futures. But we'll discuss that and more on my fancy corner early this time in just a minute.
Damn, that was an awesome session.
Oh, you all went for it. Oh,
That
I'm
was
so
a
happy.
fucking great session.
Yay.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Then yay.
Yes.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, Kaiser.
Whew.
There will be no guess for the drink counter,
I have an idea. But we have an idea.
but it was never triggered.
I'm probably going to get it wrong, but I have
But
an
they
idea.
gave us a clue.
They said it was almost triggered once. So my guess is
All right.
casting a cantrip.
Cantrip. Yep.
And
I
it
concur
may be
with
more
this guess.
specific, but like cantrip is
Yeah.
that's my guess. Hope you guys
Hey.
fucking A.
Rocky.
Thanks, Liz.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
See, it's better
No,
when
thanks
we
to
don't
you.
have any
You
drinks.
almost cast a cantrip,
Right?
and that was what.
Get your play of the games in, folks,
Woohoo.
now. In the meantime, let's find out. Starting with you, Kate, what you learned today.
I like Jonas. I liked him. He was an okay kid. Like, he's not that young, but like, I don't know, he was at the like starting phase of his work life. I like that. I also learned that Patches doesn't always have to go in guns blazing, even though like in her heart she wanted to.
Elizabeth.
Sophia learned that you can fight battles not just with, shouts and swords and cantrips, but with words. And she's going to have some fun with that coming up.
Scott.
How do you I guess I just learned how kind of by maybe real, how distressing it would be to be in a situation where people are telling you, right, that your grasp on reality is like super tenuous. The only reason I know that that's not true is because like I know it's not true outside the metagame. There's no reason that Braum would necessarily not believe it, other than just like a certainty that it's not the case, right? And that's really distressing. That's what I learned.
The world of darkness isn't always a pretty place. It has its ways of making sure that everything goes wrong at just the right time.
This ain't the world of insufficient.
I do have to apologize to my players. We're waiting for the play of the game to come in, but we'll see it in a moment. I do have to apologize that I'm cutting you short by 30 minutes. But I have all three of you at the beginning of something. And because Liz can't make the next session, and since all of you are separated,
It's kind of perfect.
it's pretty perfect for us to stop here. All three of you are going to get the opportunity to schedule, when you believe you can, your next session, at which time you'll have the opportunity to work out your individual situation and hopefully get you back to where you are before. One of these sessions, or two, will take place next Sunday, right here, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight. But we'll see what we can schedule with you and work out how we can get it to everybody else so that we can finally figure out what the fuck to do, because you guys are in some deep shit.
Yay! I was... Oh, there you go. There's something else I learned. I didn't really like, from the things that have happened in this game so far, I feel like, you know, we've had some rough patches / some...
Yeah, patches is at it.
But now intended.
Yikes.
Lots of
Well,
rough.
We've had some, like, dark moments, but I feel like, you know, it's mostly been adventure scary. Not real scary, not like, holy shit, this dude's dead now, or whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, or whatever's going on. And I felt like your scene with Renee was, like, very real. You know, it's
That
not
was
him,
awesome.
It's not him
because
being
that,
like, I have
I
your
did
free
not
will."
expect it to go that way, and it was fucking great. It felt very much like something that Patches and Sophia
It
would
totally
both,
occurred to me in the moment. I was
team
like,
up on.
do you know the threats? Can I scare you out of this? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so
Today's
cool. That
play
was
of
so
the
cool.
game. Sophia feels the rage and will not sit down. Patches is the one the Red Branch needs to head out of town. Braum escapes by pretending to have fallen down. Vote 0, 1, or 2 right here. You've already guessed the drink counter. Congratulations. You are now at the end of a story. Gain your normal experience +1 for guessing your drink counter +3 experience. Your story resets here, which means that you now have once again one of your paths to epiphany open to you.
7 plus whatever this is.
Cool. I'm gonna go with 7. Oh my goodness,
Well.
dudes!
I saw someone up there voted 3. It's 0, 1,
I think
2.
Rocky fixed it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
thought
I
Rocky was
only
just
saw it
having a
as it was
good
leaving the
joke.
screen.
I wish that they would just do 1, 2, or 3. I don't know
I
why
know.
it starts with 0.
There might be a way to write a script or something to fix it.
goodness.
No,
Can
I
I
know there's a
afford-
way to write a script.
But then the
It's
script goes
current
bad, and
times
anytime someone writes a
3.
number, it like ups all the digits.
Yeah, right.
Wait a second. Arts 5 is current times 3, right?
Yeah. No, isn't it current times
Okay,
4?
price
I thought it
is
was-
7, 4, 8, 12, 16.
Yeah, current times 4. I'm pretty
Balls.
It's current times 4.
Balls. All right.
sure. Sorry, Liz.
It's okay. I'm almost there. Guys, I'm going to become the avatar. Get excited.
Kung Fu, I
Primal 5.
I reveled at the end of a story, but like it was right at the end of a session, so you know what I mean? Like, it was just like I'm gonna do this thing.
Well, it turns out that this one was close. But once again,
Well
you all so
deserved,
much.
Braum.
Scott wins today's play of the game.
He could have died. Died.
Could have
from
died
getting
a
shot in the
second
chest.
time.
Oh.
Does anybody have any questions that they want to throw at the players? Because
Yeah,
right
we
now
got
is a very
time.
good time to
Yeah.
ask. We do have the time.
We got some time.
John, why?
Because it was yesterday that they done the crimes.
Hey.
We solved 2 crimes
So
yesterday.
smart.
You're so smart.
How much blood does Braum have
Yeah.
left? Braum is
Couple
actually
pints?
currently bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't receive medical care soon, he will die. Did Braum give Kay a key in case she had a chimerical death?
So, as near as I know, that was not addressed on stream, which means to me that I feel like we could have.
Cops, what do you expect?
Well, no, I mean, look, like if that scene isn't just some sort of weird ass figment of Braum's imagination, which I don't think it is, I imagine that he also did the same. Although what that would be, and whether it's just like a fucking rock with googly eyes on it or something.
Well, the memory of the coat, right? Wasn't that the key in case K had a chimerical death? There's too many k
Yeah.
sounds, guys. In case K had a chimerical death. The key.
Yeah.
Right?
That was
Are
a
the
key
seats in
for
the back or is
me.
Braum just sitting on the floor?
Yeah, but,
He's
like,
lying
maybe
on the
she
floor.
had a
There are
Yep.
no
chimerical
seats
death.
in the back of the van.
That's what I pictured.
Oh no, I guess.
Why did the cops continue to shoot at Braum even after he gave himself up?
Fear?
While the answer, because World of Darkness, is correct, if a police officer uses deadly force, it's with the intention of destroying the target. They
And-
don't stop shooting until
The target's
They're dead.
like,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
How that goes, man.
Good job, weirdness. Good job. You're not driving away from a hospital then.
But also the
It's
World of
called the
Darkness.
werewolves yet.
Let's be fair. Where the fuck is Zeron?
I hope he
Good
wasn't in that
question.
van, car, whatever.
In pieces.
I want a
Oh.
Zeron and Kaylee bonus session. So
There
you
we go.
basically want me to go on a date with myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's
I'm
all
down.
we've ever wanted.
Anyone call the Kaylee? No,
Eric, when-
nobody's called werewolves.
Eric, let's message back and forth. She didn't
Also,
have a phone.
Kaylee's really hard to get in touch
Yeah, we
with,
didn't even
guys.
have a
We've
way
talked
to-
about
Yeah.
this. She has like a P.O. box or some shit. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Really hard to contact her.
It's
Bat
just
signal.
scratch a certain
It's a bat
trigger
signal,
words.
but instead it's a wolf signal.
Yeah.
Aragorn has a question.
Yeah,
She
I'm
wrote it
ready.
in all caps. Braum woke up in the Kingdom of Willows, and then Braum woke up in Oakland. What the fuck? Yes, that's true. I lied.
Yay!
Sorry, I don't have a better
Yay.
answer for you. I lied. He woke up in Pacifica. I needed them to be worried. But
I mean,
Yeah.
I was pretty worried as
yeah,
it
I
was.
needed them to be worried. But like I
Yeah.
I wanted some misdirection. I did lie. I apologize.
I'm down.
Why you lying? Why you always lying?
Oh my god.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how effed do the players think they are?
I am fascinated by what's going to happen
Yeah.
next because we are split up.
8.5.
Wiser and older than we were the last time we were on our own.
Yeah.
And now we're having to put our various skills to work to
Yeah.
save what
Yeah.
we love.
I don't have the.
Okay, you're effed.
Oh yeah.
You're.
I think
yeah.
it's really exciting. We're going to see what,
Yeah.
what they're all going to do without each other to rely on.
I feel like Sophia has a lot she can like work in that situation.
We're just going to have to figure shit out, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I think that Patches gets to do some investigation.
Oh,
Detective
yeah.
Patches.
Detective Patches.
Yeah.
All right, let's
And
say
our
a,
blah, blah.
8.5.
And you're
Super fucked.
Fey dead, slightest poke away from real death, and you're in a van with Talus. Or someone who has only one arm.
Fey death is technically death by cold iron.
Okay.
He's
well,
chimerically dead.
You're chimerically dead. And you're,
I mean,
Yeah,
I-
the
either.
one armed.
Hopefully it's
Hey,
not-
it could be the one armed man,
Yeah.
like, there are more than one armed
Or-
men.
just tell us why didn't you kill me already?
I do.
'Cause he's gonna
I
use
do
you
have
to get
throw
back in our
something out there.
hearts.
Captain Daff says it's a fair cop to he was referring to the fact that I lied. The reality of it is that at the time when I did it, I was like, yep, Willows is a good thing. And then almost immediately afterwards, I'm like, no, I don't want them in Willows. And I just didn't tell them. I figured I would just say it, and then, oh, look, it's the... So that's a time that I changed my mind and realized that I could get away with it.
That's cool. That is your prerogative.
I mean,
Never.
you did ask. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Aravana, I'll answer that when you can tell me how many boards could the Mongols hoard if the Mongol hordes got bored.
Ooh.
Aragorn.
Aragorn, that isn't a yes or no question for me.
Aragorn, legit question, but don't expound. A quick yes or no will suffice. Do you as a player think it's possible you have misjudged Talus's motivations post the Dantean reveal? Let's go yes, no, maybe.
No.
No.
No. I don't think it's possible.
There it is.
If we're only given a yes or no, I say no.
Yeah. Like I
Following my novella.
there's us like talking and being like, oh, he's evil, fuck him. And then there's actually what I have judged, which is much more nuanced.
Right, exactly. Me too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's what I... Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm with you on that one.
However,
But Captain Daft, the question is if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Oh.
Lawyered.
As much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I mean, I just want to know, should we overthrow Count Rene or should we keep him around as puppet? In which case, you guys all going to come back and
Or
Sophia's like,
Sophia's
like, honey.
in Patches'
Let them
mind,
in.
he's a spoiled little kid, and his parents bought him a candy store because he wanted candy.
That's pretty
That's-
apt.
He doesn't fucking know
actually
anything about
legitimate.
having a candy store. He's happy to have it, but he's like, you know, it's not our fault that his parents bought him a candy store.
He doesn't.
I'm so
he
down.
knows he doesn't deserve. He knows
No, we
he's
need to
not
go
ready.
like beat up his parents
My God.
because they stole Sister's candy store and gave it to their bratty kid.
That's
So we need to go tell his
Aragorn,
parents
are
what
you
for.
saying that you believe that Talus is Elened?
Could
no,
be.
Renee, I think.
No, do we have his
assume
last
that's who
name?
She's talking about,
Okay,
but
she's talking
Yeah.
about
we're
Renee.
going to find out.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, there might be an opening in Heart Slamming. Y'all can get an upgrade. Grubermensch.
Right?
Tell me more about this upgrade. Yay.
True dat.
You guys are going to have to pay attention to the Twitter
Oh,
or YouTube channel, but these bonus sessions are happening.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go mono a mono with these three, and by God, it's going to be fun. This game is heating up, and I'm glad that you're with me on the ride. I got to throw out a thanks to Rocky. That's a 1 year subscription, tier 2. Thank you so much. And for the rest of you for being here, it's fantastic. Thank you, Methodiel. Cohen's about to. But I know that you guys have other things that you might be doing instead of. Aragorn's throwing down pride.
Yes, Pride Month. I hope they keep Pride year round. I think the plan is to that they're like permanent emotes.
The
Perma-pride?
emotes. The
Yeah.
emotes are. I don't know about the bits.
Yeah, because
I'm
they
not
had the
sure.
Shamrock for a while. It might be seasonal. Okay, but thank you.
So I do know that there are some other streams happening. We're actually going to start someone else. We're going to work backwards.
What?
Liz.
Okay, so glad you started with me because Punchy's going to be at a different time on Friday.
Oh my
I'm
God,
going out of
everything's
town for the weekend.
confused.
I'm going to be streaming from 4 to 6 EDT. Fingers crossed that doesn't overlap with anything. Joined by my good friend Wendy,
Wendizzle.
who
Oh,
has
shit,
never been on a
Wendy.
stream before, but she
Yes.
has been in chat and she's really excited.
So that's 2 hours earlier than usual for
Yeah.
Punchy.
4 to 6
Is,
EDT.
is there a steel stream planned for your normal?
This buddy boy. So if anyone can't make our earlier stream, we have good old Scott.
Good old, reliable, almost dead Scott.
Yeah.
How about you, Kate?
Thursday, I will be streaming in the evening. If all goes according to plan, it may be a new game that is going to be, I think, a lot of fun. There may be a bit of costumage involved.
I mean, hell,
Oh,
there's costume making that
costumage.
could be involved. We have the
Earlier
equipment
in
for
the
it.
day, there may be other costume making. Earlier in the week, but that's like really TBA because I know there's a lot of other streams going on.
Scott.
Midsummer Method Madness continues tomorrow and Tuesday with the return of Paul Prospero with a new mystery. So stupid. I'm so excited.
No.
No, I'm
so
so excited. I'm
good.
so excited. I'm so excited.
All right. But in the middle there,
In the middle of there, I promised you a stream in the middle of the week, but there were a lot of streams overlapping. A lot of shit was happening. But this time, don't worry. I'm going to make Praying Mantises fuck on Don't Make
Whoa.
Love. That is going to happen. And I
That's apparently how
just
they fuck.
might throw down other times. We're going to have to see, because I really do have to schedule these bonus sessions. The bonus sessions will be taking place over the next 2 weeks, because one of them, at least one, will take place here, Sunday, July 1st, Canada Day.
moving day.
Moving day. Yes.
Yeah.
Canada Day right
Not bad.
here, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight. The other two will take place before or after, or maybe the same day. We'll see. All I know is that I'm going to be there. They're going to be there. And we're going to look forward to having you there as well. Thanks again, as always, to Captain Daff for the recaps. Aragwen trying her best to get Braum out of this.
Doing great. Keep it up.
Thank you to you. 3 of you sitting
Thank you.
across.
Thank you.
And me. We will see you next time, and until then, up to the right.
Bye.
See you then, folks.
Bye.
Don't die.
Don't actually do what Braum did. For the love
Seriously,
of God.
it's a game.